Our first segment today will deal with the concept of taking time to revise. Now, this is so important. Whenever you put out something you publish, or you have a saying where you're going to speak before an audience, you're writing a book, whatever you do, you want to review it. You want to revise it. You want to make sure that it's clear and understandable. So here are 25 principles that I believe can assist you in your preaching as it relates to taking the time to revise. All right, here you go. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, block out a minimum of 1 hour to revise your sermon. Number 2, find a quiet place. Number 3, get distance from what you're writing and then come back and take a fresh look with fresh eyes. Number 4, know where you want to land. All right, a plane takes off, but a plane has to land somewhere. So know exactly where you would like to arrive at. Number 5, have a very clear ending, not blurry, not distorted, but be very precise in your ending. Number 6, have good content. The why, the truth, what's substantial. If you don't have good content, forget about all the other appearances, the sound, the postures, the demonstration, the illustrations. The content must be of good quality. Number 7, do one thing at a time when you're revising. Block by block, piece by piece. Take your time. Number 8, remember, your introduction is just an appetizer. It's not the main course. Number 9, organize your writing in the right order. Think about this. Does the most important point need to be at the end? You need to ask that question. Is the most important point at the end? Or is it at the beginning, in the middle? Where does it need to be? Number 10, focus on your goal. Remember, there's a difference between exhorting, that's preaching, than teaching. There's a difference between instructing versus inspiring. It's also better to instruct before you start inspiring. If you're learning something from this, come on, type in the chat, I'm learning. Come on, type the comments, I am learning. All right, I see you there. Good responses. All right, let's move on. Number 11, take out the unclear, all the extra fat. Make sure you trim it out. Number 12, remove any extra talking. Be very concise with your words, especially in your introduction, in your acknowledgement, and your recognition before you speak. Number 13, read out loud your talk, your sermon, your discourse. Read it 3 times out loud. Number 14, focus even if there are frequent distractions. So you got to get yourself conscious and aware of the frequent types of distractions that you may encounter. Number 15, use we, be inclusive to approach and to connect with the audience. So try to be in their shoes. We, not they, not you, but we. Us together, okay? Here's another one. Number 16. Don't force, but present information to open up minds. Don't try to jam it down, but present it in a way that's appealing, that may intrigue or birth curiosity and awareness. Number 17. Think about CNN News and the social media live space. Revise as if it was going to be on the front page of CNN News. The first news story. The first thing people see. Also remember the social media space, there's a minimum time or there's really no area for correction or adjustment. It's live. Be conscious of that. Okay, now as we move on, number 18. Remember to use large fonts. Okay, so whether you're on a laptop, a tablet, an iPad, remember to use a font that is visible for your eyes. Number 19. Know your audience. So important. Learn something about your audience. We learn by asking. It's okay to ask about your audience. Number 20. Use wisdom with electronics. PowerPoint presentations. Charged up iPads. Charged up devices. Many things can happen. But use wisdom when you're using electronics. Is this making sense? If this is helping you out, please, come on, type in the chat there. Let me see your comments. Come on. I know that this is helping you out. Is this causing you to think? Great. I see you. Wonderful job. Wonderful. Let's move on. Number 21. People will Google you. So try to find out what you want to project, what you want people to see. Number 22, always give credit to the sources where you obtain your information. We don't want to plagiarize, but certainly we understand there's nothing new under the sun, but we certainly want to give deference and honor and proper credit where you retrieve that information. Number 23, any complexity requires clarity. Say that again. Any complexity requires clarity. So you may have to show an illustration. You may have to repeat something. Whenever it's complex, especially when you're communicating, you want to make sure that there's clarity before you progress or move on. Number 24, know your strengths and know your weaknesses. What are you good at? What are you not good at? It's okay to assess yourself in your time of revision. And number 25, know your plateau. Know the areas that you're seeking to improve first. All right, I want to get over being hoarse a lot. I want to get over rushing my words. I want to get over pronouncing my words. I want to learn to use the power of the pause. I want to be able to articulate and cause people to smile. I want to not read from the manuscript all the time. I want to be able to lift my head. Find the key areas that you constantly or repetitively keep having challenges with and work on improving one of those areas one at a time. Let me show you this real quickly. Notice most of the time people don't just ascend or go vertically straight up when they are improving or enhancing the ability to speak or preach. Often there are areas that you have to improve. So you have to continue to work on your pronouncing the words or looking up or pausing or smiling or improving your grammar. There's always something that you plateau at, and you want to focus on that area or one of those areas one at a time. I hope that you would incorporate this concept in your planning to preach. Take time to revise.